Well, let me say that, first of all, that I've seen certain comments attributed to Mr. Kemrad Ramjattan of the Alliance for Change on the matter of the appointment of the Public Procurement Commission, and somehow trying to insinuate that the government does not attach great urgency to the appointment of this commission. Let me say that these comments by Mr. Ramjattan are a gross misrepresentation of the facts and are designed to mislead the people of Guyana once again, like Mr. Ramjattan is known to do so frequently. They are designed to create an incorrect impression, to distort the facts, and, like I said, ultimately to mislead the people of Guyana. First of all, the point needs to be made that the constitutional provision for the establishment of a Public Procurement Commission was the direct result of this government's and the People's Progressive Party in particular insistence that such a commission be included in the Constitution. The insertion in the Constitution of this requirement required a special majority and could not have been passed unless the People's Progressive Party supported and desired its insertion. In the current instance, that article that was inserted in 2001 in the Constitution to establish a Public Procurement Commission is explicitly there because the People's Progressive Party wants it there, and because the People's Progressive Party civic in government wanted it there and continues to want it there. So that's the first point. The second point is the matter of appointing the Public Procurement Commission is not a matter that is exclusively the government's responsibility. It is a matter that has to be brought to the National Assembly by the Public Accounts Committee. The Public Accounts Committee is chaired by an opposition member of Parliament. In fact, by a frontbench opposition member of Parliament, in the current instance, the Shadow Finance Minister, Mr. Carl Greenwich, who himself does not exactly have a distinguished track record when it comes to matters related to public accountability, and that fact is well known. The Public Accounts Committee has patently failed to obtain and to transmit to the National Assembly nominations to the Commission, to the Public Procurement Commission. And in fact, in the quest to obtain nominations, has introduced all manner of things intended to frustrate the conclusion of these nominations, including discussions on the process by which the candidates will be identified, the qualifications of the candidates, the number of candidates that can be nominated by each side of the House, etc. This matter has been frustrated by a PAC under the chairmanship of the opposition, under Mr. Greenwich's chairmanship and his predecessors from the opposition. Thirdly, notwithstanding the non-appointment of the Public Procurement Commission, we have proceeded with the enactment of the Public Procurement Act, the Procurement Act 2003, and its implementation in its fullness, with the result that the Procurement Act provides now a comprehensive legislative framework for open competitive bidding. So the absence of the Public Procurement Commission has not in any way resulted in a public procurement system that is not open and competitive and transparent. On the contrary, having implemented the Procurement Act, we now have in Guyana, unlike the situation that obtained prior to 1992, we now have an open, transparent, competitive public procurement system. That is why every bidder is now able to see procurement opportunities, not only in the newspapers, but on the internet. That is why when bids are submitted, every bidder can attend the opening of bids and see what his competitors have tendered, their tender prices. That is why the opening of tenders is now a matter of public scrutiny. Even the media attends the opening of bids, and Guyana has the unique distinction, or the rare distinction, of being a country where the mass media attends opening of bids and reports on tenders received and prices, etc. And we welcome this. I have myself encouraged the media to come to attend bid openings as part of our demonstrated commitment to openness and transparency. The results of the evaluation of bids are announced publicly. The successful bidder is announced publicly, not only above a certain level at the post-cabinet press briefing, but also on a website established for this purpose. So you have here a comprehensive range of actions that have been taken to ensure a competitive and transparent system of procurement that can withstand scrutiny. Going further, NCN, to its credit, organized a series of corruption debates. They were styled corruption debates, one of which addressed the matter of public procurement. The government turned out ready to debate this issue, ready to listen to any charges or any comments or arguments that might be made by the opposition. And lo and behold, the opposition failed to advance any credible instance of procurement that was less than completely transparent. Instead, they engaged in a lot of political hyperbole and political speculation, and did not proffer, during the course of that debate, a single instance or example of a procurement transaction that did not adhere to the strictest of norms as it relates to competitiveness and transparency. And that disclosed the emptiness of their charge, the charge that they like to bandy around, that our public procurement system somehow is not competitive. Their non-performance at that debate exposed the emptiness of their argument, the absence of a basis for their misrepresentation of the facts as it relates to public procurement. And so Mr. Ramjattan's comment, as reported in newspapers most recently, is just another installment of their propaganda, designed somehow to plant in the minds of people this idea that the public procurement system in Guyana is not as competitive as it is. The facts of the matter are very different. The facts of the matter are that we have an open and transparent system that can withstand scrutiny. We are committed as a government to the appointment of the Public Procurement Commission, that notwithstanding the pending appointment of the Public Procurement Commission, the public procurement system is up and running competitively and transparently and functioning extremely effectively.